Let's go to the Atlanta Falcons now. Could they pursue Kyle Pitts at number 4 overall? Now, I'll make note the genesis of this was the discussion between Mel Kiper, Todd McShay about who could the Falcons take 4th overall, and they mentioned Arthur Smith, tight end guy, loves to use multiple tight ends. Pitts is Kiper's number 2 player. I'll also make note today at his pro day, Kyle Pitts let it slip that the Falcons have talked to him a lot, and they seem to like him. So what do you think of this fit here, Chase?
Doesn't surprise me at all, and I think Kyle Pitts, if he were to get drafted by Atlanta, we're talking about a guy who from day one, when he steps on the football field, he's going to be able to produce, and I think he could be a Pro Bowl player from the get-go. Why is that? Because Arthur Smith loves tight ends. He also loves 12 personnel. And look at what Arthur Smith did with guys like Jonnu Smith, who just got a massive paycheck from the New England Patriots. You let Arthur Smith get his hands on a guy like Kyle Pitts, who I think would instantly be one of the best tight ends in the entire league, and I think it's game over for opposing defenses. I think if the Falcons' plan is, okay, we restructured Matt Ryan's contract. We think he has a few years left in the tank. We also think that Arthur Smith is going to be able to bring the most out of him like he did with Ryan Tannehill. I think Kyle Pitts at number 4 makes a boatload of sense.
Yeah. So again, where Pitts goes is pretty interesting to me because if the Falcons want him, they have him.
Yes.
Jags going quarterback, Jets going quarterback, Niners going quarterback. Falcons kind of control especially if they want to go without a quarterback here, that side of the draft. And I did mention the 2 tight end side of things here. They do have Hayden Hurst, who they have a 2nd-round pick for, which I didn't like that much. But you put Kyle Pitts on this team, and Julio and Ridley and Pitts, that's really dynamic. And you could even go look at a running back, say a Travis Etienne in round 2, or a defensive player at the top of the 2nd round. And I wonder for the Falcons, if they're going to be in a position to take what I'm going to call their probably 2nd highest overall graded player. I think it's going to be Trevor Lawrence, number 1. And I wonder for the Falcons, if it's Pitts at 2, or it's a Penei Sewell at 2, or maybe Zach Wilson gets thrown in there for them as well. I'm intrigued by this.
Yeah.
And if they're not going to go quarterback and they're not going to trade down, I wonder if, at least for me as I sit right now, if Pitts is the favorite. Do you agree with that?
I do, and I know that they traded a 2nd-round pick for Hayden Hurst. I actually like Kyle Pitts going to Atlanta, even with Hayden Hurst on the roster, because Hayden Hurst actually had a pretty good year last year, and I know he was considered and deemed a bust coming out of college right away because he didn't produce nearly as much as people thought he was going to with the Ravens. But, I mean, last year, 56 catches, 571 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Hayden Hurst would be your blocking tight end. And then Kyle Pitts is a guy, he can't block, but he's too good of an athlete for you to use him in the box. So let him just roam and be a dynamic playmaker for you.
So get your votes in here for us, folks. Should the Falcons go out and draft Kyle Pitts? Let me know what you guys think here in the comment section. Type 1 for yes or type in 0 for no. Is that the route the Falcons should go? 1 for yes, 0 for no. All right, some general NFL updates here for you guys around OTAs, organized team activities here. NFL's provided some updates. They can start phase 1, which is not the full padded practice or whatever. This is just strength and conditioning and rehab stuff. That can begin on April 19th. Now, what's noteworthy here, Chase, is A, it's going to likely be a virtual start. The expectation, though, is we get in-person workouts at some point, as NFL players can work out at the facility, so whatever at that point.
Yeah.
But there is no early start for new head coaches.
Yeah.
That has changed from recent years. Some other teams dealt with that during camps and stuff in terms of not being able to start early. But we are trending towards a more normalized NFL offseason.
Yeah, and to add on to this, Roger Goodell also said yesterday he expects stadiums to be at full capacity. So the NFL salary cap in future years is probably going to skyrocket because of that. But Tom, the big winner with OTAs on the way, it's rookies. Last year, I think rookies were slow to get started, and a lot of them were behind the curve. Now, of course, you have examples of guys like Justin Herbert, who were able to really get playing time early after Tyrod Taylor got hurt, and he went on to have a historic season for rookie quarterbacks. But I think it's crucial for some of these rookies who are raw, who still need some developmental time, to have a more normal schedule to learn about the rigors and the challenges of the NFL. So phase 1 of OTAs, it's going to begin April 19th, the start of the NFL draft April 29th, and then the start of training camps, which was huge last year because training camps were limited starting in mid-July. And not only does that help rookies, it helps us because I know for me, my internal clock was all messed up last year, and it's been because the scheduling for everything was really thrown off because of the pandemic.
Obviously, those phases of OTAs, they go in, well, phases because I already gave it away, but they'll move to the first-year player stuff that you mentioned, of course, after the NFL draft. But this is a good sign for the NFL. You mentioned the whole fans in the stands as well. I think we'll have a more normal 2021 NFL season.